My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. I'm going to give you my favorite UnderDog Fantasy entry for UFC 295. If you don't know what UnderDog Fantasy is, it's daily fantasy. You come in here, you say higher or lower than the numbers you see on the screen, and you can 20 times your money. It is the highest payout in this daily fantasy prop game space, and better yet, they will give you free money to play. The only thing you need to do to get that free money is go to wewantpicks.com/underdog, use promo code WWP, and they will instantly match your deposit. If you give them 10 bucks, they'll give you 10 bucks. You give them 100 bucks, they'll give you $100. That money is available instantly. You can immediately throw it at some of these games, and if you win, you have a whole bunch of free money you can withdraw. If you lose, well, you only lost the free money. WeWantPicks.com/underdog, promo code WWP. Get yourself that very, very free money. I'm going to break down UFC 295. If we look at the left, whole bunch of sports here. Whole bunch of sports. We're going to be talking about fights, but if you care about soccer, good luck to you. Let's go ahead and jump in. So we're going to work our way down this list. I already have a 5-pick entry going, and we'll walk through that. Alex Pereira, picking him by finish is tricky. Fantasy points is always tricky in this, but I do like the more than 9.5 fight minutes. If we get to the end of the second round, we're good. It's a 5-round fight. Both of these men have gone 5 full rounds. Both of them. So I expect that there's going to be a feeling out process. Jiri might be a little rusty in the cage. Alex is not a fast starter. He does not come out guns blazing. He takes his time. He plots. He looks for those shots. So I do think we just need to get to the end of the second round. And I think that will happen. Tom Aspinall, I'm not doing a damn thing here. I mean, this is a 50-50 fight. By finish, by knockout, significant. There's so much that could happen in this fight. We're going to leave that alone. Mackenzie Dern, I wish we had a takedown line here. I would look at that, but we have by finish. She should win by finish, but we're going to leave that alone. Significant strikes is another tricky one because if she climbs that body or gets Jessica Andrade down and submits her nice and early, she's going to get nowhere near that number. If this looks like the Angela Hill fight that she was just in, she will blow past this number. So we're going to go ahead and leave that alone. Benoit Saint Denis. I do have a pick here in Rivals, but if we run through this, they have a lot of options. They're going to give you some juice. They're going to 1.25 times your entire entry if you throw by knockout in here. They're 1.75 times your entry if you do by submission with the little chili. Again, can somebody explain to me what the chili... it should be a bone. This is UnderDog Fantasy, not Spicy Fantasy. That's the best I could come up with on the spot like that. So, we're going to leave this one alone as well. We're going to go to Patty Sabs. What I do like with Pat Sabatini is the higher on 24.5 significant strikes. Every time I build one of these entries, I go through their complete fight history, how often they got past these numbers, how often they did not. It's sort of a mixed bag with Pat getting past the 24.5 significant strikes, but I do think this will be a wrestle-heavy, grapple-heavy fight. I think Pat's going to come in, get on top, and just lay heavy and get past that number. He got past this number in his last fight, which was also wrestle-heavy, which was finished early. So I think he'll get past this fight. His opponent... Lopes gets taken down pretty easily. So I think Pat's going to come in, he'll strike for a minute or two, get the takedowns, and then just rain down on top and look for control and work from there. I think it goes the full 15 minutes, so the 24.5 significant strikes should hit. The rest of these, I don't have another straight-up pick here. Steve Erceg, some unknowns there. Lupita Godinez, they're only giving us significant strikes. Nazim Sadikov, again, if you think this goes a little bit, 10.5 fight minutes looks pretty good. That probably is solid, but we'll leave that alone. Jared Gordon, John Castaneda, Joshua Van. I'm going to leave all of these alone the way they are right now. Jamall Emmers, over 1.5 takedowns. I like less than that. So we're going to do lower than 1.5 takedowns here because he is fighting Dennis Buzukja. Dennis Buzukja is a nasty wrestler. Dennis Buzukja is all in on the wrestling. In his last fight, he spent 90 minutes in a 15-minute fight, bent over trying to get the takedown. So point being, I don't think Jamall Emmers is going to have the opportunity to shoot. I think he's going to be defending takedowns, laying on some of that big power that we know he has, and he would need 2 takedowns to get past this number. So I do like the lower there. Now we're going to head on over to Rivals. What Rivals is, it's the fighters who are fighting each other, and then you just pick of these two people who's going to get more of X. For example, Sergey Pavlovich, Tom Aspinall, who's going to land more significant strikes? They're giving Sergey Pavlovich 2.5 to start. So who's going to land more? Sergey starting with 2.5. So if Tom Aspinall needs to land 3 more strikes than Sergey, and then Tom wins. So I'm obviously not doing that. There's too much going on in that fight. But if we work our way down, we have Matt Frivola with the takedowns. They're giving Matt Frivola 2 takedowns. Matt Frivola averages 4 takedowns per fight. Matt Frivola has been wrestling his entire life. Yes, Benoit Saint-Denis is a very good wrestler. Giving Matt Frivola 2 takedowns here allows us some wiggle room. If Benoit Saint-Denis gets 1 takedown, we hit. If Benoit Saint-Denis gets 2 takedowns and Matt Frivola gets 1, we hit. If Matt Frivola gets 2 takedowns on his own and Benoit Saint-Denis does none, we hit. So basically this is saying who's going to get more takedowns, and we're starting with 2 on the Matt Frivola side. Matt Frivola is a very, very good wrestler. I have no doubt that Benoit may get a takedown or 2, and I also have no doubt that Matt Frivola may get a takedown or 2 if he would like. So we're going to leave that alone. We're going to pick this. If we looked at the actual takedown line on Matt Frivola, it's basically the same number, but it's a little riskier because he has to get that many takedowns. In this, he just needs, he could get 0 takedowns. And as long as Benoit Saint-Denis doesn't get 3, this hits. So I like this play a little better, so I went with Rivals. And then if we go down to John Castaneda, where is Sexy Mexi? Did I pass him already? What the hell? Alessandra Costa, Tabitha Ricci, Kyung Kang. Here it is. Significant strikes. We're going to leave that alone. Takedowns. They're giving John Castaneda, they're taking a half a takedown away. So if he gets 1 single takedown and Kyung Kang gets no takedowns, we hit. We just need John Castaneda to get 1 more takedown than Kyung Kang. And I have no doubt that he can do that. Frankly, I almost did the straight up takedown line, which if we go to that, John Castaneda, where are you? It was 1.5 takedowns. I almost went there. I was like, he's going to get 2 takedowns. And then if we look at it, we get the Rivals. He only needs 1 takedown in Rivals. And I don't see Kyung Kang taking down. I can't speak today. I don't see Kyung Kang taking down John Castaneda. John Castaneda's last opponent, Muin Gufarov, is a nasty wrestler. He didn't take him down. So all in all, we're going to get a better line on the Rival side. So that is my entry. I already have this built. Let's go ahead and take a look. Come on, live. Pick them. We have the under 1.5 takedowns for Jamall Emmers because Dennis Buzukja is a nasty wrestler. We have Pat Sabatini higher than 24.5 significant strikes because I do think this will go to the distance. We have Alex Pereira more than 9.5 fight minutes. I think that this will get to the 3rd round, potentially even longer. Neither one of these guys is an especially wildly fast starter. And then in Rivals, we have Matt Frivola getting 2 takedowns and John Castaneda giving up a half of a takedown. Guys, that is my entry. If I get all 5 of these correct, I did the insurance. If I get all 5 of these correct, I 10 times my money. If I get 4 of these correct, I 2.5 times my money, and that accounts for a loss. The most important thing here is get your free money. Get the free money. Play whatever sport you want. We can go ahead and remove Jamall Emmers, work our way over to the NFL, add Bryce Young, and now I have an entry that has both MMA and football. Build your own entry with the free money. WeWantPicks.com/underdog. Promo code WWP. They will instantly match your deposit. Take that very free money and build yourself an entry.